Hi everybody, it's Crafty Rhea. I'm here today to show you a project that I've been working on for quite a long time. It is a scrapbook for the 50th wedding anniversary of my mother-in-law and father-in-law. And as you can see, it's large, so there's a lot of stuff. There's 50 years of stuff in here, and I think you'll enjoy it. The book I got is from Joanne.com. It is a 20-page top-load scrapbook from MBI, and obviously it is bigger than 20 pages, and it is bigger than the little tiny posts that they give you in the album. And if you've ever worked on a scrapbook album, you know how hard those posts are to work with. So I went ahead and got this snap load conversion kit by Pioneer. I've never used it before. I just happened across it on Amazon and I thought I'd give it a try. This thing is the bomb. It is awesome. It is like using these big zip ties to hold your book together. My book is over 4 inches thick. It has all of these pages, chunky pages, really big pages, and there's still room. I could make it bigger if I wanted to. And it allows you to use your spine just like the posts do. So it's really kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and check and make sure I'm still in frame here because I want you to be able to see everything. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. This is the introductory page. I went online and found this word picture maker where you can enter any words you like. So I did stuff about their 50 years, about their children and their pets and all kinds of stuff. And I chose this image for it to print. I outlined it with some silver bling and I matted it in black and gold. And then I put it on this really pretty gold heart vellum. I thought that was really pretty as their introductory cover page. And then we go on to their wedding, and this is the story of us. I'll have a stash video or a haul video from where I purchased some of the stuff for this album that I'll be posting, so you'll be able to see that. I got some really good deals. So this is the story of us, and we have their marriage license, their invitation, and their newspaper article. Ginny and her sister got married the same day, so in the double wedding, so it was in the newspaper. It's kind of neat. Obviously, this is their wedding picture, an 8x10, and I want to give special thanks to Todd's sister, Sarah. She went ahead and was the photo sleuth. She snuck all the photos from her parents, scanned them, and sent them to Shutterfly, and we reprinted all of this. So thank you, Sarah, for doing all of that. This border is a piece of vellum. I fussy cut the edges and used the gold roses as a border. This is some bling, and the bling is just from the Dollar Tree. And I want to also give a special thank you to my BFF, Valerie. She gave me a pack of these wedding stickers, and I've used them throughout the album. More pictures from their wedding. This is from that paper pack. It's a photo play paper pack that I got. And I went ahead and put some pearls and some black bling on there to kind of dress it up. Some of the stickers I outlined in vellum to dress them up a little bit as well. And then we just have more pictures of their wedding, and I blinged up the cake a little bit as well. Then we have this. I love this. This is so awesome. Sarah found a photo strip from a photo booth from them, and I went ahead and printed it on my laser printer on cardstock to make it look really old. I found this image on the internet, and I used some fabric from Webster's Pages and made this little curtain. There's some fabric and vellum in the background of this picture. And then throughout the album, I put tags and empty spaces like this that they can choose to journal on if they would like. I'm going to give them one of these Zig pens so they can journal if they want. If not, they still look pretty, and it doesn't look like a blank space so much. And then here's some pictures of them, and this is a transparency with the words on it, and then just some flowers from my stash and some gold bling. And more pictures of them from their younger days. This paper is felted. It's really pretty. It's one of those paper packs, those bargain packs that you get at Joann's or at Michael's. I think it was maybe Michael's. And I went ahead and added the pearls to it, the flat back pearls, to make it a little more elegant. This is more of that paper. It's felted. And then just some ribbon and some pictures of them from their younger days. This is Dean. He was a lifeguard when he was younger. These papers are from another paper collection. I thought they were cool. They looked like the Polaroid photos. So what I did, I went through all of the photos of just Dean and Ginny and took those smaller ones, the ones I would have had to crop or maybe even not use, and put them on here on both of these pages just for some fun. Like Dean sticking his tongue out here. He's acting silly there. Ginny and her perm. Just different things from their 50 years of marriage. And then here we have their homes. This was their first home in West Jeff, Ohio. This is a new picture from Google Maps because we didn't have an old picture. This was their first apartment, and that's Dean. This is the house they live in now in Florida. And this little wooden house is a Julie's boutique item. I had it in my stash, I don't know how long, years. And I thought that was really cute with that house paper. A lot of the paper I have throughout here, other than the new wedding paper, has been in my stash for a long time. And I don't remember where a lot of it came from. This is a few of their cars, their old van. They took many trips in that, and the Bonneville. I went ahead and left some of these squares like that if they wanted to get other pictures of their cars. I know they've had many more cars, and add them to the page. They can easily do that. And then to their children, Todd is their oldest. That's my husband. There's Todd as a baby and as a little boy. And then here's Todd as an older adult. That's when he graduated high school. This is him now with his dad on his trike and his dad's bike. That's pretty recent. That's also pretty recent. And this was from one of our vacations. Oh, this here is a paper clip I got at the Dollar Tree a long time ago. It's just been in my drawer, and I remembered I had it, and I thought that went perfect. When I asked Todd what he wanted me to use for his pages, he said just plain red. So that's why this is just plain red, and it's so not me to do plain, just a plain color. But I did have to squeeze this in because I know Todd likes airplanes and stuff, so this has the little trucks and stuff. That I think is from Sassafras Lass. And then this is Kelly. This is more Sassafras paper. Here she is when she was little. This is ribbon I had in my stash, and I put bling on the center of all of the flowers. And here's Kelly with her son Louie and with her mom. And there is Jessica. There's Kelly pregnant. I don't know which baby. I think she was probably pregnant with Anthony. That's the same day, and that was Louie, and then there came Anthony. So I think it was Anthony. There's Kelly when she ran her marathon, her Disney marathon. And then we have Sarah, who is the youngest, and here is Sarah as a baby and when she was little. There she is with her Cabbage Patch dolls. And Sarah, she likes light blue, so I went ahead and I had this big, really neat ribbon or crocheted trim or whatever it is. It's really cool. she loves bread. Sarah is the bread queen, the queen of bread. So there she is. She's in charge of bread. That was one of the times we were in Williamsburg, and she was in charge of the bread. And here are their cats. I can probably name a few. There is Lefty, and that is probably Dopey. And that is Popcorn. I never did meet Popcorn. And there's Salt, who was white, which I had not met. That, I think, is Muffin. I met Muffin. That is Swoosh, for sure, because that, I took that picture. That is Dopey or Muffin. And there's another cat I can't remember the name of. And that is probably Bill. That might be Bill or Pepper. I think that might be Pepper. And that's probably Salt. And there was another Merlin, maybe. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. So you guys, if I'm missing any cats, let me know. Let me know how I did guessing these cats that I've never met. And then we have a rabbit. And I don't know the rabbit's name. I've never met the rabbit. But I did make a cute little corner. I used my grass punch, which is that. And I used my carrot punch. And I cut the carrots out in orange and green and did some punch art, which I haven't done in years. And did the grass in different shades of green. And I happen to have that rabbit die cut from a swap that I did, I don't know, 15 years ago. So anyway, that's their rabbit. And then the rest here are their dogs. I didn't know those dogs. That I think is Twiggy, and that's Todd. That's Sam, and that's Buck. And this page is Sam and Buck. And again, I want to thank my BFF, Valerie. She gave me some of these cool dog stickers that I used on the page. And I had this felt trim. I thought it was really cool to use. And I just happen to have these papers in my stash, which I thought was really kind of cool. Here we have the family as they were growing up. We have Todd and Kelly. And that's when Sarah was born. Here's Todd and Kelly, and Todd, Kelly, and Sarah. And then here they are again. And that little one is Jessica. That's Kelly's daughter. So I thought that was kind of cool. I thought these background papers looked like really old wallpaper. And then I had some lace in my stash, which I added to the papers just to give them a little texture. And I found some retro paper, some retro tags that they can journal on if they want. Here are some of their vacations. I don't know what's going on here. If she's trying to push him off that cliff, I don't know. And then these are just some of them on their vacations. This paper is from, both of these are from Webster's Pages. I added some extra embellishments with the suitcases. I thought that was cute. And then I had the lighthouse pictures, and I thought the lighthouse paper was cute. And these are some stickers I just got from the Dollar Tree, the travel and that. They were really cool. And again, they can journal on the tags if they want. More vacation. They lived in Florida as the kids were growing up, so they went to the, I think this was the Poconos, and that might have been Massanutten. They went to go see some snow. And this is some really pretty felted background paper. I thought that would be nice for the snow. And then we have more family vacations here. And these, some of these travel stickers were from the Dollar Tree. Happy birthday. This is my father-in-law's 50th birthday, and they got 50 pink flamingos for their yard. And then these are just some other birthdays. They had a sign for when Kelly turned 30. And there's Dean blowing out some candles. My mother-in-law wearing a crazy hat. And these have some clear overlays with the words on them as well. I thought they went really, really good. And this is the graduation page. That is Dean's college graduation. And that is Ginny's graduation when she got her master's degree. I was there for that. There's Todd and Kelly. I made this hat. I'm so proud of it. I even made the tassel. And then here are the kids when they graduated college. There's Todd and Sarah and Kelly. And then Heather's their granddaughter, and that was when she got her degree there. All right. And then here's some Christmas photos. That's us at Disney. This is us at Williamsburg. And this is one year Todd and I went to Florida, and they moved the Christmas tree. It was like way on this other side of the table, and they moved it with this rug over here. It was quite an ordeal. And I will say something about these stickers. They've been in my stash for a while. I took the Santa off and he came apart. Every little piece of him is separate, so I had to paper piece him back together. Same with the elf. It's kind of crazy. I added some bling to the Christmas tree because why not? These are the weddings. There's our wedding, and there's Sarah's wedding, and granddaughter Jessica's wedding. This paper is from the wedding paper pack that I recently got, and then I had this pink and purple vellum with hearts on it, and I used that as part of the background, and some of these pink wedding embellishments. I thought they looked really cute. And then we have grandchildren, and I hope I'm not saying any of these things wrong, but here we have Jessica and Heather and Michael, and there's Jessica, Heather, and Michael, and I know that's right, and I think that's right. And then here we are with Jessica, Heather, and Michael again, or just Jessica and Heather, really. There's Jessica. This is Jessica in what used to be this huge tree in their front yard. I thought that was a really cool picture. They're doing the turkey trot, and then there's Heather. That was after one of her graduations. And then we have the boys, and by the boys I mean Louis, Anthony, and Christopher. And there's Louis. I just happened to find these in my stash, and the shirt matches his baseball shirt. I thought that was the coolest thing. And I have a baseball or a baseball bat, and I can't find it. It was here and it fell somewhere, and I will never find it again, I'm sure. And then that, I think, is Anthony. Anthony was born in their bathroom. I've asked Anthony or Kelly to write me a story about that. He was born in their bathroom. And then we have the twins. These are Kelly's kids as well, Esther and Brooke. And I can usually tell them apart because Brooke cuts her hair, but when they were little, I could never tell them apart. We decided that might be Esther, and we think that one is Esther, but I'm not sure. Kelly will have to tell us for sure. I wanted her to name them Esther and Polly instead of Brooke, because I wanted her to have the polyester twins, but she wouldn't listen to me. No fun. And then here we have Sarah's children. We have Liam on this page, and we have Emma on this page. I tried to get as many times as I could a picture of Dean and Ginny holding the children, or Dean and Ginny with them, like playing. Here they are at our house. There's Dean and Ginny and Liam. And Liam made really good friends with our dog, Jonah. And that is their grand dog, too. So he got in the album. And Liam likes cars, so I put that on there for him. And I'm sure Emma's favorite color is purple because I said so. And there's her page there. And I thought that was really pretty bling. I had some trim and stuff in my stash that I used. And this is their great-grandson, Brixton. This is Jessica's little boy, and he is just the cutest little guy. And he really does love his grandpa. Then we have, when I say the boys, it's Louis, Christopher, and Anthony. Here is them when they were littler. That's Christopher in the stroller there. So they were really little at that time. Here is all of Kelly's kids together, and here is Sarah and her kids. Then we have family. This is the Johnson side of the family, and there's just a whole bunch of them. That was one of the big reunions we had. This was at a restaurant that one of the family members operated, and here was our restaurant. Todd and I had a restaurant, the Fryin' Hawaiian, and that was all of us in front of it. And this was all at Aunt Donna's house, and that was the group of us at Dakota's. And then we have my mother-in-law's side of the family, the Trussler side. This is Grandma and Grandpa and their 50th wedding anniversary, and that was the big group we had. And then this was one of the family reunions. And that was, I think it was at Meredith's wedding, and everybody gives Todd a hard time for not going to Meredith's wedding. This is some of that paper that has the flocking on it. I thought it was really cool. Then we have some pictures of Justine and Ginny, because a true love story never ends. This is when we went to Washington, D.C., and we went to see a taping of the Crossfire show. Really cool. This is when they were working with Habitat for Humanity, and they built Kelly's house, or helped build Kelly's house. This is from Williamsburg, and they have a timeshare there, and we go there a lot with them, and they do go to Williamsburg a lot. This was in my stash, and I thought it would be really cute to add, because then they can journal on that. That's just one of the tickets from the Colonial Williamsburg. And I thought these pictures were neat. That's different vacations they were on. I really love the one of the feet in the hammock. That's kind of cool. This was taken when they were here once. This is Aunt Doris's house. I think they were going to his high school reunion, if I'm not mistaken. And then I kind of was a Facebook lurker, and I found a bunch of pictures on Facebook of them sitting in big chairs. So I just did this big chair layout. I thought that was kind of cool. I happen to have this paper that really went really well with it, so I couldn't resist making that artsy type of layout. And then they also like tall chairs. This one they had to climb upstairs to get to, and they also like small chairs. That chair, it's really meant for one person, but they squeezed in it. And then that chair is kind of neat because they're facing different directions. I thought that was cool. And this is planes, trains, and automobiles. And this was a train ride that we took in, I think it was St. Martin on our last cruise. And this is from the back seat of their car. They are crazy. If you are in the back seat of their car, you will laugh so hard because they are absolutely crazy. Not because they're bad drivers, they're just crazy. This was in New Hampshire. We went on a whaling tour, or a whale tour. I say we went whaling, but apparently that's not a nice thing to say. So we went there. This was on the tender going out. Either that or it was a boat ride from our cruise. I think it might have been a tender. I don't remember. And then this was a local dinner cruise that we went to, and I think that was for my nursing school graduation. I thought that was really cute. These little nautical things I got on Wish a long time ago. This layout has a funny story. Years ago, Todd and I made this layout. And this had a blank and this had a blank. It just said place photo here. And that was back when I had craftyria.com, and I was going to sell scrapbooking stuff or whatever. So we made this layout. It has been in my room here forever. I found these pictures and I thought, well, I should do one with water and sand. And then I thought I might have one with water and sand. So I went ahead and got it out. I just added these Mexico things because this is from their trip to Cozumel. And the rest of the layout was already done, and the sun has lines drawn on it so they can journal if they want. And this was the last big cruise that we went on, a big family cruise. There was a whole group of us. It was all of Kelly and her kids, and Sarah and her kids, and Todd and I, and Dean and Ginny, and we had a great time. And that was all of us except the twins. The twins were in that, I don't remember what it's called, but the kids program on the cruise, and they loved it. So I thought that was really kind of cool. And then these are going to be for photos of the anniversary party. This is their invitation. I handmade all of their invitations. There's a video on that you can see too, and so you can see how I did those. These are just pearly white paper that I put some double stick tape on. They can just peel the tape off and stick the pictures on real easy. And then some sayings. I added some bling around them, and I thought that was really cool. And some gold ribbon. I'm sorry that the lighting is so bad. It's dark out, it's nighttime, and I don't have any natural light, and then the light from in here is, you know, glares on the paper, so it's really hard to see a lot of the pretty gold. And this last page is a pocket page that I made. In the invitations, I sent out these cards so everybody could write some good wishes or some memories about their 50 years, and they're all in the pocket back here. They can also put their cards in the pocket back there. And then we signed the book. It was handmade by me. Special thanks to Todd for putting up with me while I was making it and getting the screwdriver out and helping me take it apart and print stuff on Shutterfly and all that kind of stuff I had him do. And then special thanks to Sarah, the photo sleuth, and to her husband James for helping to scan in all of these pictures. And I have a card that I made for them. I made this on the last craft day with my BFF Valerie. She had this really pretty die. So I was going to do just 2, but then she made me do 4. I keep teasing her because she made me do extra work. But I cut it out on and then matted it on this really pretty sparkly paper. I don't know if you can see that sparkle. And I added some pearl embellishments. And then the inside says, "Here's to love, laughter, and happily ever after." And that was from that paper pack of wedding paper that I got. And then there we go. It just kind of folds up, so I don't even need an envelope for it. It's kind of like its own envelope. Well, there you go. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up because, you know, I like that. Please leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. And if you're part of the family and I made a mistake or you want to say something about the album, please feel free to do so, as long as it's nice. Don't say anything mad because that'll make me sad. And then please, like I said, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching. Bye.